The South African Police Service is actually appearing before Parliament's Portfolio Committee, addressing a wide range of issues, including their ongoing investigations into the rape of a 7-year-old from the Eastern Cape. You might remember there was a lot of reporting around that, with protests being held in various parts of the country. Now, the Police Minister, Nsenzo Mchunu, is addressing the Portfolio Committee virtually. Let's listen in.
With the National Commissioner and his colleagues. Thank you very much, Chair, for that.
Thank you, Minister. Colleagues, there are two more speakers. I don't know if Honourable Bloze has found a quieter space, but I will come back to him if he has. I'm going to ask Honourable Kumane, followed by Honourable Dr. Lehlape. Honourable Kumane.
Ako go leboga modulasetulo ke tse sebaka se ke tamishi bana ba kgoshi e re di committee ka go fapafapana le badulasetulo ba tsona ke be ke tamishi le ene modulasetulo wa letšatši ka gare ga di committee tse di fapanego ke tamishi ba kgoro tša sepodisa ke nape ke laetse gore phošo eo e dirilego ke go lokolla minister. We should have kept the minister here until this session is up to infinitive. And then let's we welcome the presentation from the SAPS, whereas then economic freedom fighters. Then the presentation itself tells us that it is still happening that while people doing recommendations, they do it as if maybe they are doing it for their own use. They forget that they are doing presentation for the people to listen or for the people to read and understand. Then so it is under a question mark that I want to make a message to the very same social worker that we are talking about here. Everyone who is closer to him or her, she must just convey that message, that she is very useless. Why we are saying that? We are saying that because from the 15th October up to the 9th April, where she was, what was she expecting from the mother? Or what was the treatment that she was expecting from the mother who have been in a problem since last year on 15 October. She arrived at 9th April. She expected the mother to be positive, to be handling herself like the very same baby who is the victim. She didn't expect the mother to retaliate in her own way, that she will feel protected. She also even come here to tell us the mother said that the baby is sick, is at hospital. That social worker, she must go back and do herself introspection, because actually she should have been removed from her position. She's useless. Because how can she even fail to come here to represent herself? That she failed to speak to the mother, to condole her, and then until she can reach the children. Her concern is only the children. As a social worker, she should have started with the mother, bring the mother down to the position where she will give her the child. Then so because she's useless, again, that is why she failed. Even when we are seated today, the social worker took 6 months to fail us. And then allow me to recommend on the other thing, on as a question also, from the SAPS. How possible is it that it takes you so long to make sure that the principal, it gives the DNA to the police? I'm surprised because the only 2 black people, they've been complied to give the report. What medication have you applied to make the black people to give a DNA? That caused you not to make it to the white person to go and do the DNA. Why is it that possible for you as SAPS to keep it outside the police station, to making the suspect to give DNA out of the police station? From where we are sitting, there is many people who have been arrested just for questioning they arrest them to take them to police station to be fried with questions, and then if he's not linked to the case, he got released. But yours, as a white person, you kept him home, you question him home, you want to do the DNA home. Why? And then we need the answers. And then I was also going to recommend for the investigating officer to be sent home or be taken out of his responsibility on this case. And then as I hear that is already removed, he must be charged for delaying this, because it seems like he got a hand of protecting something here in this case. And then the other thing again, we want to make a point that to people who don't believe the child is raped, especially if it's spoken by the white people. We have to understand white people from the first day when they landed here in Africa. They extended their population by raping our black foremothers.
No, honourable member, you can't make sweeping statements like that. We can't speak like that to each other.
Give me notes if maybe you want me to speak like the way you want me to speak like. Give me notes.
No, honourable member, we can't just say people just rape people. I'm sorry.
Listen, this is my view. You will come over on it when it's your time. This is my time, Chairperson. You will let people to speak their mind, and then I'm not pointing finger to you. Are you white? I don't mean you. I mean to those. Then my point is that is why even today. Come again?
No, I said you're welcome to continue.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. On the point of people who are maybe running out of ideas, like those who are starting to complain about EFF, a war doesn't have a formula. We are fighting for situation, and we are very much surprised for ladies who will defocus from themselves to the case of and then to concentrate on political parties. But whereas it's like that, we are not surprised, because for each and every person who runs out of ideas, we call him or her a failure. And it's scientifically recommended that each and every failure have an alibi, because he only want to protect that he don't have an idea. For what we want to recommend under SAPS, we are looking forward to get information from SAPS that we don't want to wait until another 6 months. We actually have to have a time frame in consecutive each and every month. What is their timetable? How are they going to deal with this matter? Because we can't tolerate for SAPS to be ran from a social media. Because if it was not a social media, we should have been seated on this case. We are waiting for the SAPS to make sure that this case come to the point in time. We don't want to wait another 6 months without any direction of this case, because it is always happening like this. There's a lot of cases that have been persuaded by the communities. And if it was not about the communities, the SAPS shouldn't have done anything. We can give the records of that cases. We had them. The whole South Africa is happening like that. Then on that issue of this little girl, we are hoping for the SAPS at least to prove themselves that they can protect our wives, they can protect our sisters, our children, and everybody as a citizen in this South Africa. Then so let me take it back to you, Chairperson, and then make a point that in future you have to allow me to.
Thank you, Honourable Kumane. Thank you for your contribution. Honourable Dr. Letlape.
All right, so you're listening to a virtual sitting of the Police Portfolio Committee in Parliament. They're ventilating essentially what police have uncovered so far in their investigations around a 9-year-old girl who was raped, you might remember, in the Eastern Cape. Several protests have been held around the country to shine a spotlight on the issue and, of course, the scourge of gender-based violence. We've been listening mostly to the voice of an EFF MP, Lensel Komane, who's really I suppose had charged comments for lack of a better term, inside Parliament about lapses in this investigation and I suppose what it'll take to ultimately get down to the bottom of justice. The police minister has also spoken there, and we'll get you a sense of what he had to say as we continue watching the story throughout this afternoon.